Hello guys, welcome back to TechDose, and in this video we will look at count subarrays with score less than k problem, which is from Leetcode number 2302. Let's now read the problem statement. In this problem, the score of an array is defined as the product of its sum and its length. For example, the score of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the addition of the entire subarray, that is from 1 to 5, multiplied by the length, which is 5, and it comes out to be 75. Given a positive integer array nums and an integer k, return the number of non-empty subarrays of nums whose score is strictly less than k. A subarray is a contiguous sequence of elements within an array. So if you look at the first example, we are given an array having 5 elements and the k value is 10. So how many possible subarrays can we generate? Well, you can get all the subarrays starting with the first item, right, and all the subarrays starting with the second item, which will be 4 in number, all the subarrays starting with the third number. So you know this will be order of n square number of subarrays. Now each subarray that you generate, let's say that you have generated a subarray 2, 1, 4 starting with 2, right? Then in this case the sum value is equals to 2 plus 1, 3 plus 4, 7, and the length is equals to 3. So what will be the value that you get? Sum multiplied by length, as it was given, right? Sum multiplied by length, which is 21. So is this 21 less than the given k value, which is 10? No. So this is not a valid subarray, you can say, right? This will not be counted. Now if you had taken on the other hand 2, 1, where the sum value would be 3 and the length value being 2, if you multiply the sum with length, it will be 6, which is less than the given k value, which is 10. So this is a valid subarray. So we need to count all those valid subarrays, and you will find that all the subarrays of length 1 here are valid, and only 2, 1 with length 2 is valid, and no other subarray is valid. Therefore, the count of number of such valid subarrays is 6, and that is why we have to return 6. I think you have got the problem statement. Now if you follow this approach, then definitely the time complexity is going to be order of n square just to generate all the subarrays. And if you look at the n value, which is less than equals to 10 to the power of 5, so an n square algorithm can make it 10 to the power of 10, which is way beyond your 10 to the power 8, which is a standard for 1 second. So this will definitely give you a TLE. So we need to do something better than n square so that the total computations are less than 10 to the power of 8. Now each of the elements are well within the integer range, only 10 to the power of 5, and the k value is less than equals to 10 to the power of 15. So we need a 64-bit integer for this case. Now let's look at an idea for better understanding. Now in this case, we will be learning about how to count the number of subarrays, like the counting logic. So I will be taking an array of 6 items, and if I am trying to find what will be the largest subarray that I get starting from 0 in such a way that it is a valid subarray, if that is my question, then what will I do? I will try to extend the subarray starting from 0 to the right hand side and keep adding the values. So if you just have a single element 2, then your value that will be compared with k is the sum value, which is 2 multiplied by length. Is it less than 15? Yes. So I can extend the number of elements in the subarray starting at 0. So now if you include the 1, then it will become 2 plus 1, 3, and the length is 2. 6 is less than 15 as well. If you include this element 2, then this will be, sum will be 4, length will be 3. 12 is less than 15 as well. But if you try to include this 3, then what happens is the sum becomes 7 and the length becomes 4. It is 28 and it is not less than 15. So the largest subarray that you can form starting from 0, which is valid, is of length 3, and that is what is represented by, let's say, start and end. So in this case, start comma end will be having the start as inclusive, that means including start, and end will be not including the end index. Okay, so this range is from start to end minus 1. So start comma end minus 1 will represent the largest subarray starting at the given start point and ending at end minus 1. Fine. Now how to count the number of subarrays starting at the given start point which are valid? So if you want to count it, then it will be from 0 to 0, from 0 to 1, and from 0 to 2, because you cannot include 0 to 3. And if you cannot include 0 to 3, definitely you cannot include the other items, because you know that all the values are positive, no values are negative, right? So if you exceed the value at certain point, you cannot include it, then you have to stop there. And that is why it is saying that from start to end minus 1, since the subarray is valid, I can give the total number of valid subarrays starting at 0 will always be the length. Simply, always be the length. And the length can be found by doing end minus start. Simply you can do that. So in this case, you have 0 to 0, 0 to 1 and 0 to 2. That you can do by doing end minus start simply. So in general, if I have to represent this, then if you have fixed a start point that you want to find the largest subarray starting at a given start point, ending at a certain point, then the number of such valid subarrays will be start to start plus 1 and so on till start to end minus 1. And the count will always be end minus start. That is how you can get it, right? So this is our counting logic. And you know that we will be applying 2 pointer for this. And whatever subarray we are seeing, you can assume like it will be a window, isn't it? So this is a 2 pointer window type problem. And since I know that from 0 to 2 we have a valid window, so we will be sliding this start point to the right hand side. We will be sliding this start point to the right hand side in such a way that I will now find the largest subarray starting from 1 which is valid. And in this case, if you try to include this 3, then the total sum is going to be 5 and the length is 3. It is 15, which is not less than this 15, right? So the largest subarray starting with 1 will end at 2 only. The end is not going to move. And so in that case, the count of such valid subarrays will be 1, 1 and 1, 2. That means 2 subarrays. So I will be adding 2 to the previous value 3. And this is how I will be proceeding. So whenever you move your start to the right hand side, you have to remove the element that you are losing from the sum. And whenever you move the end to the right hand side, then you have to add the elements that you are seeing next time. Okay. So this is how we will be maintaining the sliding window. And we will always maintain the sum inside the window. We don't have to iterate all the time. So this problem becomes a 2 pointer sliding window problem. Our goal is to find the count of number of valid subarrays starting from every index. And if you add it up, then it will give you the final count. So let's assume that we are given the array having 9 elements and we have fixed the left and right pointer at index 0. Now I am taking k equals to 15. My window sum is initially 0 and my count value, that means count of valid subarrays, are also 0. So I will try to extend by moving this right to the right hand side. This right is equivalent to end and the left is equivalent to start. I will try to extend the right by moving it to the right hand side until I exceed the value which is this k. I should always remain within the k limit, less than k, right? So I can run a while loop. So I'll be running a while loop until the r do not go out of bound. That is the first case. And the second case is whatever is the window sum plus if you happen to include the rth index item multiplied by the length, that means the window from L to R minus 1, or you can say L to R, it should be less than k. If it is less than k, then I will include this item into my current window and I will be going to the right hand side. That is what I will be doing. So can I include this 2? Well, the window sum is 0. So if you add 2 to it and multiplied by the length which is R minus L plus 1 which is 1, it will be 2. Is this 2 less than the k value which is 15? Yes. So I can include this. So I will include it. I will increase the window sum and I will move this right pointer to the right hand side. Now what my goal is to find the largest window starting at 0 which is valid. Okay, so can I include this one again? So current window sum is 2. The current item that the R is looking at is 1. And the length is 2, R minus L plus 1. So this will be 6, which is less than k. So definitely I can include it and add it up. You move to the right hand side. Can I include this 2? The current window sum is 3. And if you add 2, it will become 5 times 3 becomes 15, which is not less than k. It is not true. And that is why I cannot include this 2. So how much of the count will be added? How much? It will be equals to R minus L. Simply R minus L. So there are 2 valid subarrays starting at 0, which is 0, 0 and 0, 1. So simply add 2 R minus L to the count and this becomes 2. Now what we have to do? we have found all the valid subarrays starting at 0. So now I will move this left to the right hand side and try to find all the valid subarrays starting with 1. But when you do that, you are losing this index 0 item, right? So that has to be removed from the window sum, and this will become 3 minus 2, which is 1. Okay. So now my window sum is 1. Again repeat the same process. Now again run the loop and keep pushing the right boundary to the rightmost point in such a way that you find the largest window starting at 1, which is valid. Now can I include this 2? The current window sum is 1 and the current R item that you are looking at is 2. The length is 2, which is R minus L plus 1, and that will be equals to 3 times 2 is 6. 6 is less than K, that is perfectly fine. So make it 3 and move it to the right hand side. If you happen to include this 3, let's see. The current window sum is 3. The current item is 3 multiplied by the length, which is 3, and this becomes 6 times 3, 18. Less than K, it is not true. That means we have to stop here. So how many valid subarrays can I find starting at 1? It will be 1, 1 and 1, 2. That means R minus L. So simply add 2 to it and this becomes 4. Okay. Now again you move this left pointer to the right hand side. So we are losing this value 1. So you have to remove this 1 from the window sum and this becomes 2. Now my goal is to find the largest subarray which is valid starting at 2. How to find it? Again, you move the right pointer to the right hand side as much as you can. So let's see this 3. Can it be pushed to the right? Current window sum is 2 and the rth item is 3. So 3 plus 2 is 5 times 2, which is the length. It is equals to 10, which is less than K. So this is perfectly fine. Include this 3. So this becomes 5 and the R will move to the right. Definitely you cannot include this 4 because 5 plus 4 will be 9 and 9 times 3 will be 27, which is definitely not less than K. So you have to stop here. So how many valid subarrays are present starting at 2? It is 2, 2 and 2, 3. So add 2 count and this will become 6. Okay. Now again move this left pointer to the right hand side. So second item is lost and so 2 will be subtracted. This becomes 3. Now you again find the largest subarray starting at 3, which is valid. So can you include this 4? Well, the current window sum is 3. If you add 4 and multiply by 2, it is 7 times 2, which is 14, which is less than 15. So this is fine. Add 4, this becomes 7 and move it to the right hand side. Now can you include this 1 as well? So the current sum being 7, add 1, it becomes 8 times 3 becomes 24, which is not less than 15. So we have to stop here. So the number of valid subarrays starting at 3 will be 3, 3 and 3, 4. So 2 count will be added to 6 and this becomes 8. Now we have to move the left pointer to the right hand side. You will be losing 3. So subtract 7 with 3 and this becomes 4. Now you have to find the largest valid subarray starting at 4. Can you include this one? Let's see. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 is less than 15. It is fine. Move this to the right hand side. Add one value, which is 5. Now can you include this 100? Absolutely not. You can make it out that we cannot add it, right? So the number of subarrays, valid subarrays starting at 4 will be 4, 4, 4, 5, which is R minus L, which is 2. So this becomes 10. Okay. Now we have to move the left pointer to the right hand side. We are losing 4. So the sum becomes 1. Now, if you try to find out the largest valid subarray starting at 5, then can I include this R value? Then if you try 1 plus 100 times 2, it will become 202 and definitely this is not less than K. So I cannot do that. So how many valid subarray starts at 5? It will be R minus L, which is only 1. Only 1. So 1 count will be added and this becomes 11. Okay. And then the left pointer will move to the right and this 1 will be lost. So the window sum becomes 0. Right. Window sum becomes 0. Now you will again try to move this right pointer to the right hand side. So try to include this 100. So the current sum is 0. And to this, if you add 100, then the length is also 1, R minus L plus 1, right? So this becomes 100, which is not less than K. So you cannot move this right pointer to the right. So the largest valid subarray starting at 6 is of size 0. There is no such valid subarray starting at 6, right? So in such case, this is a special case. Now in this case, you cannot just move this L to the right hand side and subtract 100. Otherwise it will become negative, right? So in such a case where the L and R are ending up at the same index after having run the while loop, this means that the element itself is larger than K, greater than equals to K, right? So in such case, we have to do a readjustment of L and R value and reassume a new L and a new R value, which is L plus 1 and R plus 1, right? And again restart at index 7. Again restart at index 7. So at this point, I will try to find out the largest subarray starting at 7, which is valid. And now my window sum is 0. And I will try to include this 2. And the length is 1. So 2 is less than 15. So yes, I can do that. Move this right pointer to the right. Definitely the window sum will be updated to 2. Can I include this 3? Window sum is 2. 2 plus 3 times 2 will be 10. So 10 is less than 15. So yes, I can move it to the right hand side. And now I am out of bounds. So definitely the while loop will break. Now the largest subarray is from 7 to 8. And the number of subarrays are R minus L, which is 7, 7 and 7, 8. So add 2 count to it and this becomes 13, right? 13. I had missed to add this 3 into the window sum. So if I add it, it becomes 5. Right. Now I will move this left pointer to the right hand side and I will be losing 2. So if I do that, then my window sum becomes 3, 5 minus 2. Now I will try to find the largest subarray starting at 8, which is valid. And if you try to do that, then right is already out of bound. You cannot run the loop. And so there is only one valid subarray starting at 8 and ending at 8. So for that R minus L, you will add 1 count and this becomes 14. And after that, you move this left pointer to the right hand side. So you will lose the 8th index item 3. So this will become 0. So as soon as the L goes out of bounds, then you will stop. And the count will give you the total number of valid subarrays. I think this idea is clear and also the special case is clear, right? Once you have understood this, you will know that each of the item is traversed maximum 2 times, not more than that. And we are not taking any extra space, we are just taking a couple of variables. And therefore, the time complexity is going to be order of n, space complexity order of 1. Let's now look at the code. If you are someone who is looking to prepare for top product based company within a limited time of just 3 months, then we have brought for you both the DSA and the system design live interview training program. The most important feature of this program is you get a filtered and condensed structured curriculum, in-depth discussion of all the topics and my guarantee of your understanding, one-on-one guidance with me and live weekend classes. To know more about the training, you can WhatsApp us on this given number. In this case, we are given the nums array and the value k. We are first finding the size, assigning the left and right to the initial starting point, and always remember that we are considering L to R but not including R but including the L index, right? The sum value will be 0, which will be containing the window sum probably, right? And the count is equals to 0, which is the count of valid subarrays. Now I will be running the loop until left goes out of bound, and we need to find first the largest valid window starting at the given index left. Okay, so that I am doing. I should not go out of bound, and also these conditions I had written, right? So if we stop, then I have found the largest window already, and that will be equals to R minus L, because rth index will not be included, right? After doing that, we will be checking. This is the special case when the left and right are same. I had shown you that case here with 100, right? That if left and right are same, that means we cannot form a valid window starting at this index. And if that happens, then we have to readjust both the left and right. So right will go one time to the right, and left is by default going to the right hand side after one iteration. So both will be readjusted. Otherwise, if it is not the special case, that means if the current item is less than k, then in such case, I will be subtracting the array at left, because the left has to be slided to the right hand side. So I'll be losing an item to the left, right? So that is what I will be subtracting. It is the sliding window. And after having processed, once left goes out of bound, then the count will be containing the number of valid subarrays. So I think this is clear. If you still have any doubt, then feel free to comment below and I'll try to help you as soon as possible. See you guys in the next video. Thank you.